Bond foot powder works as hard as your feet.
During a club record 3-0-1 start, the 2007 Chicago Fire could do almost nothing wrong. It's been a different story the last 2 months, with 6 losses in 8 matches, injuries, frustration, and a coaching change. The Fire now faces the future, which begins tonight against Colorado. As the calendar changes to July, 2 clubs who would love to forget the month of June meet at Toyota Park in Bridgeview, Illinois in Major League Soccer action this Sunday evening. It's the Chicago Fire hosting the Colorado Rapids here on Comcast SportsNet. And this is the Verizon Wireless pregame show. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ken Tomash. He's Kenny Stern. We'll hear from Chris Dorn in a second. Kenny, lots of changes for the Fire since we last spoke. Players in, players out. But the biggest news, of course, the dismissal of head coach Dave Sarachan. What's your take?
Well, there are a lot of cliches we could throw around at times like this. We're really not the show for that. The reality is that in recent years, the team side of the business has struggled both on and off the field. It is real important, of course, that we respect what Dave Sarachan has done. He is certainly to be commended. But when you look ahead at the future, you really got to look and say that it relates to what takes place and not the past. Sure, that hardware on those U.S. Open Cup trophies are important, but not quite the same as success in league play. A decision had to be made. The change had to be made.
And for the latest on a possible replacement for Dave Sarachan, let's go to our man, Chris Dorn. Chris?
Ken, thanks very much. Fire CEO John Guppy tells me he has a list of 40 names on his desk, men who want to coach the Chicago Fire. Yes, Dennis Hamlet's name is on that list. And yes, as an interim coach, Hamlet should consider this an audition. That according to John Guppy. And Fire fans shouldn't wait too long to find out who the new head coach will be. Guppy told me that within the next few weeks, he will either remove the interim tag from Dennis Hamlet's title, or he will bring in the new coach of the Chicago Fire.
All right, Chris, well, Dennis Hamlet's audition begins tonight. He led the team to a win over Polish side Cracovia just over a week ago. He goes against the Rapids next. Lineups coming up.